Hi guys. My name is Mizusa Shinya. 私の名前は深夜水さです。Right now, I'm about to graduate from Istituto Marangoni, which is a fashion school in Milan, Italy. And I studied fashion business, communications, and new media, which is basically a major which focuses on like both fashion business as well as like the creative aspect of fashion. So I basically did courses ranging from like, I don't know, macroeconomics to microeconomics and like finance and things like that, all the way to like creative direction, styling. 私はクモン国際を22期で卒業しました。まあ、インスティチュートマランゴーニっていうミラノ、イタリアのミラノの大学を今卒業する予定です。And I wanted to answer some questions about going to university outside of Japan to hopefully help you guys or encourage you guys to want to go to university outside of Japan. So, yeah. The reason why I decided to study overseas is for me, it was always something that I always knew in my mind that I didn't want to go to university in Japan, and it was always a plan for me because I like went to elementary school and middle school in New York and not in Japan. When I went to like Kumonkokusai no Chugaku to Koko, even though the school was like really nice, I had like an amazing experience. I met really amazing friends, and like academically, it's an amazing school as well. Um, for me, I just felt as if it didn't really match with the way I wanted to do things. Just the Japanese academic system didn't really work for me. So that's why for me, I always just knew that I wanted to go outside of Japan to study for university because I had the option to. 私はまあずっと最初から日中学とか高校の時とかからずっともう海外の大学に行こうと思いました。I did my research for my courses in university mostly online, but also I went to a lot of fairs as well. That's actually how I got to know the school that I go to now is through like a fair, because in Japan they basically do like these fairs where I don't know, a lot of like universities like from all over the world, they come to like an auditorium of like another school in Japan, and they basically like talk about their schools. You can go to different booths, so I went to a lot of them. So you can definitely go to those and get to know schools, because that's literally how I got to know my school. And about the courses, I watched a lot of like YouTube videos. Actually, those were really helpful. I went on like YouTube and I just searched up like day in the life vlog of, I don't know, an FIT student in New York City, or like a student in UCLA or something, and I that's how I really got to know like the lifestyle and everything. I analyzed all of those and kind of decided what type of life I wanted to live. 日本語で言うと、コースのリサーチとか大学のリサーチはインターネット使えば多分一番いいと思うんだけど、結構なんか大学のフェアとか日本でもやってるから、海外大学のフェアとか日本でもやってるから、そういうのとかいろいろなんか人に聞いたりGoogle で調べたりすると、大体全部多分わかるから、そういうのを見て、私が行ったイスティトマランゴーニっていう大学もそのフェアで私はその大学のことを知ることができたから、コースとかもっとなんかディテールのことになると、結構私 YouTube とかでブログとか見たり、その時はTikTok とかなかったけど、今だったら TikTok とかDay in the Life の TikTok とか、その大学行ってる人たちのを見たりすると、どんなライフスタイル、そういう人たちはどんなライフスタイルを住んでるかとか、どんな コースを受けてる方が全部わかるから、そういう風にしたらいいと思います。I basically took like TOEFL, I took the SATs, I did some volunteer work. But I think like one thing that's really, really essential to like be a good candidate for like any school is like a good admissions essay. So, and of course, like Gavin can help you with that. Like, he helped me so much with it, and I'm really grateful. But yeah, and also, is of course, make sure that your grades in Kumon Kokusai are not bad. So I just took courses which I thought would give me the best grades, like the easiest courses for me, like I don't know, history and things like that. With like a lot of English courses. So yeah, I recommend doing that. まあ私は SAT を何回か受けて、で、あと TOEFL 受けて、Admissions Essay っていうのがあるんだけど、それはなんか、あの、大学によって変わるけど、私のはなんかなんであなたはここの大学に行きたいですかみたいな感じのエッセイがあって、そういうのとかそれが多分一番大事だと思うけど、まあ、あと成績は結構大事だと思う。It actually like wasn't really hard to fit in like socially or academically. Like academically it was a lot easier for me because I struggle a lot in Japanese. So because the course the university that I went to was in English, it was so much easier for me. It was like a breath of fresh air, like stress coming out of my shoulders literally. Socially too, it was a lot better. Of course, like you do have to put in the effort to like get to know new people if you don't want to be like, you know, lonely and things like that. I basically like, you know, reached out to people on like Instagram and stuff that I felt like would really like connect with me, you know, that went to my school or like lived in the same city. So you know, I could have like a group of friends. So you basically have to like create an environment for yourself that you could like trust and support and also have fun with. So most of my friends that that I have now and that I made when I came to Milan, I met through like social media. I can just like DM a few people and I feel like it'll be fine, you know. Kind of look around, stalk around, even though it's kind of like, I don't know, creepy. 日本語で言うと、学術的はそこまで難しくなかったです。だってなんか理由は、私は日本語より英語の方が日本語より英語を話す方がもっと楽だから、英語のコース始めたから、なんかもストレスがなくなった感じ。And socially, like 社会的にはそこまで難しくなかった。まあやっぱり自分から友達を作んなきゃいけない。結構自分から積極的に友達作んなければまあ一人になっちゃうから、それはあんまり楽しくないから、まあやっぱり積極的に私はいろいろとインスタグラムとかで、まあ、私とマッチする感じの人とかを見つけて、なんかフォローしてバイクとかして話し始めたりして、そしたらなんかいい友達のグループとか作れました。Academically, it has been pretty good. I'm really satisfied with the education that I received from my university. I went to a fashion school, so a lot of things that I learned, it was not theoretical. It was a lot of technical things, and it was a lot of things which I could literally interpret directly into work, and directly interpret into my life also. So it was something that I really was happy about. I had to do a lot of projects and a lot of assignments instead of like actual physical exams, and for me, I like doing that a lot better because I don't do well in like a test taking environment. I feel like it was really good. I mean, yes, there are like some pros and some cons, but I don't know, like in general, I feel like it was really good. まあ日本語で言うと、私の学校の生活はとても良かったです。だってなんか私はファッションスクールに行ったから結構technical の things テクニカルなものを習ったから、その習ったものはそのまま仕事とかにも使えるから、とても良かったと思います。Socially, life has been pretty good, honestly. I mean, I study fashion, so going especially to like a fashion capital city like Milan, it was so good because I got a lot of opportunities, and also like I got to experience a lot of fun things like Fashion Week and like parties and stuff like that during Fashion Week. You get to meet a lot of people and like, hang out with a lot of different people. I feel like if you move abroad, like it's really chill to be honest. So yeah. 日本語で言うと社会的な人生はまあ結構良かったです。私はファッションの大学に行ってるから行ったから、まあミラノはファッションのキャピタルだから、one of the capitals キャピタルの一つだから、ファッションウィークのイベントとかファッションショーとかパーティーとかいろいろと行けたり、とても良かったです。それであとまあ結構日本にいたら会えなかった友達とかもいろいろと作れたから、それもすごい感謝してよかったです。I feel like the main difference is when you do a 1 year like exchange, I feel like you don't fully get to experience no, you don't fully get to experience the life of being like abroad. It's just 1 year. But I feel like if you go for like the whole university life, I feel like you literally can make like lifelong friends. Of course, you go through a lot of ups and downs because it is a long period of time, but you also get to discover yourself and like what you want to be as a person. Also, you become more comfortable living outside of Japan. Like a 1 year exchange is like not bad as well. I feel like if you're curious about going to university outside of Japan, but you kind of have anxiety or you kind of don't know if you really want to do it, then 1 year is good. But I feel like if you really want to go all out, then just do the whole thing. Like, 1年だけ行くとしたら全体的な経験ができないと私は思います。友達とかも作れるけど、多分人生の友達人生の友達は作れないかなと思います。もし海外の大学に行くとすれば、もう大きい人生の違いを経験したから、もし他のところとかに引っ越したかったりすれば you can. This is like a question which I've been kind of on and off about in my mind because right now I'm like looking for jobs because I'm about to graduate. Yay. Anyways, like now I lived in Milan for around 3 years, and I was thinking of maybe wanting a little change in my life, but because I went to university in Milan and I already have the connections there already, at the end I decided that I wanted to stay in Milan and just start working and kind of get the experiences rolling, like the work experiences rolling. Then I'll see from there. Maybe I want to, I don't know, move to New York or move to LA, move back to Japan. I have a lot of options, but for now, I'm gonna stay in Milan and work, find a job, hopefully a good one. いや、日本語で言うと、まあいろいろと考えたんだけど、最終的には、イタリアにちょっと、まあずっと3年間イタリアの大学行ったからいろいろとコネクションとか友達とかもういるからどうしたかわかんないけど、まあイタリアにミラノにステイしようと思いました。The last question is, what advice would you give students thinking of applying to overseas universities? So I would just say just do it, honestly. And if you've always wanted to live outside of Japan, I feel like going to a university outside of Japan is like the best way to do it because then you can literally start a whole new life. I mean, it's literally a beginning to a whole new life outside of Japan. Academic like advice I could give you guys is maybe like make sure your grades are good. Grades are always important. Make sure you have like a pretty decent GPA. Get a good personal statement. Write a good one, and Gavin can help you with that. So yeah, write a good personal statement. Also, like, don't forget to do your research. Obviously, research is really important because you don't want to put yourself in a situation that you were not expecting. Because it's not just a university, you know, it's a whole lifestyle that you're putting yourself into, like that you're gonna adjust to. So yeah, I think that's about it. 多分これで全部です. I hope this was helpful. Yeah. Bye guys. Mwah.